I'm Lisa, the artist behind Lachri Fine Art. It is Tuesday, so I'm here to critique one of your original paintings or drawings. If you have an original painting or drawing that you would like to submit for critique, head over to my website, lachri.com/critiques. That link is below in the video description, and you can submit your work there. Today's critique is this portrait drawn in graphite. This artist drew himself and his daughter. You did a really good job of capturing both of your features, and I love that you weren't afraid to get your darks really dark. That is a good sign. So let's take a look at a few things we can adjust to improve on this one even more. First, as usual, I imported it over into Photoshop, laid your reference photo on top of yours, outlined the reference photo, dropped the reference photo out, and now we can see how accurate your drawing is. And you can see there are quite a few things proportion-wise that are off. So that is my first tip, is just to take a little bit more time and really focus on making sure everything is just exactly right. And you are close. Like, I can see you have great drawing skills. It's just a matter at this time of slowing down and really focusing and checking your work against itself. I have a video here, I'll have a card pop up, you can check that out. But in that critique, I'm showing how if the distance between here and here on your reference photo is the same as the distance between here and here, you have to go to your work and double check and make sure that those measurements line up. But given how good your drawing is, I suspect if you slow down a little bit, you would have this perfect. Now, you said in your submission that you felt that your drawing wasn't 3D enough, it needed more contrast, you needed to work more on the dimension. And the fact that you were able to pinpoint that that is where you felt your problems were, again, it goes back to, I know you're going to be great at this. Knowing where the problems lie is a huge step in knowing how to then fix them and focus on what you need to do to improve on that. So here you're absolutely right. There's a little bit of a problem in some of the dimension and shading. So if we first take your reference photo, make it black and white, this will make it easier for you to judge your values. Notice how many areas that you can darken up, like under your neck, around your jaw, things like that. This is a big deal in making sure that your lights seem light enough. I think your lights are actually light enough here. It's just a matter of getting your darks darker so the lights seem like they're light enough. That alone, just don't be afraid to darken some of this up. Now for your hair, you've got everything going in the right direction, so good job there. Now we just need to hype up the highlights. The hair looks very flat because everything is so dark. So if you come back through and make sure you've got your highlights, some of this at this point you could do with an eraser, pulling some of this back up. The other thing is that you've got everything very stringy. You've done each individual strand of hair, which doesn't give it a very natural look. I know that seems backwards because you would think more detail, more lines means more realistic, and in this case it's not. With hair, you want to look at it in clumps. Draw in those clumps of the lights and the darks. Get that in there first. You can draw in a few individual strands of hair, but you don't want to try to draw all of them. My next tip is for your lips. Make sure that you're not outlining those too heavily. Keep that outer edge on children and on men. Should be fairly soft. If you outline it too heavy, it makes it look like you're wearing makeup. On a grown woman, not a big deal. On a child or a man, you definitely want to soften that up. You also want to make sure that your upper lip is darker than your bottom lip. And this is because the upper lip on most people is going to be cast down. So it's going to fall in shadow, where the bottom lip sticking out a little bit further, and the way that the light will hit the top of it, that is going to catch more light, so the bottom lip is going to be lighter than the top. By spending a little bit more time focusing on your values, getting your lights light enough and your darks dark enough, that will make a huge difference. Another thing that you may want to check out is a value finder, and you can make your own. I have a video showing you how to do that, or you can buy one pre-made. And this, you're just going to hold up to your reference photo, and then you can check your own work to see if that area is light or dark enough. These help so much when you're working in graphite. Thanks for watching. If you're new to my channel, I have new video critiques every Tuesday where I'm critiquing your original paintings or drawings, my own speed paintings, drawings, and tutorials every Wednesday, art Q&A videos every Thursday, and artist vlogs every Saturday. So if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. And you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+. All of those social media sites are linked below in the video description where you keep up with news, my newest work, and see real-time clips of whatever it is I'm currently working on. I'll see you guys tomorrow.